Because of the potential for vapor lock, among other things. There are other things associated, but vapor lock is one of those. So there is an upper end temperature. So let's assume for a minute these pilots didn't reach that upper end temperature, but they were close to it, all right? Number 3, altitude effects. They were at sea level, so that's not a real big player. Fuel volatility. All those different jet fuels I mentioned to you, some are more susceptible to vapor locking than others, and we don't know what kind of fuel they got, but it's not outside the realm of possibility. And then quick turnaround flights is the final one. So let's assume for a minute that that airplane was sitting out there for a while. They had fueled it. The fuel going in generally is kind of cool when it goes in, but it was a hot day. It's beating down on those wings. The fuel probably warmed up. It's possible it warmed up. They taxi out under 43 degrees Celsius temperatures. Those engines are hot. They're producing heat. The heat's coming underneath the airplane, right? The heat always rises. So it's coming under those wing tanks and the center tank, and it's heating up the fuel. It's making it even warmer. They get out down to this extremely hot runway, and then they push up the power on those burners. Full blast, and you've got the engine now is under as much stress as it's ever going to be. It's producing as much heat as it's ever going to produce on top of that hot runway. All of the elements are there for a potential vapor lock scenario. So can we exclude vapor lock? I don't think so. I think it needs to be included in the discussion. If we were having a hangar conversation around the table, somebody'd bring that up and we'd say, yeah, it could have happened, right? And somebody'd say, well, that was 100 billion to 1. Yep, this whole thing was 100 billion to 1. Vapor lock in both engines at the same time. Yep, folks, if it happened in one, you know what? It could happen in the other. And it's kind of apparent at this point that whatever happened to the one, it did happen to the other. So to recap, could have been air starvation into the engine, causing compressor stalls, and somehow the engines failed. Yeah, that's a possibility. The one we put in the dustbin, we're not going to bring that back again. And then the 2 are fuel contamination or vapor lock.